Hey everybody, welcome back. For those of you that are Norwegian, velkommen tilbake. Det er godt å se alle. Jeg ser ikke deg, men du forstår hva jeg sier. I don't see you, but you get what I'm saying. I had to stop and do a quick video here. It's just incredibly beautiful up here. I'm up by Cripple Creek, Colorado. Pikes Peak. Dang it, you can't see it. Pikes Peak is behind me back here. About a mile back, you could actually see the cars up on there. You just see them glinting in the sunlight. It was a pretty cool view. I've never actually been up on top there, even though I lived in Colorado for a while and I've spent a lot of time in Colorado Springs. Never have gotten up there. Anyway, the point of this video, I was going to talk a little bit about regrets and, whether you have regrets, should have regrets. And the reason is I just got a phone call from somebody who's really close to me. I'm not going to give any personal information because they didn't tell me I could tell this story, so I'll keep it vague. But I'm 60 years old. They're close to my age, so they've been around a while. And, just thinking about life and regrets and things they might have been able to do differently. And it got me thinking about my life. Do I have regrets? It's weird to say I don't think I do. I've done a lot of things in my life I wish I hadn't done. And I've done a lot of good things that I'm glad I did. I feel very blessed. I have an amazing wife, kids, grandkids, parents, siblings. And, I consider my life pretty great. I work my ass off for it. I'm on the road 220 days a year, although I'm working on changing that here, hopefully not too distant future, and working more in Utah. But it's a good life. But when you start looking back at every aspect of your life, you can start really nitpicking your own life apart. And I think that's maybe what this person is doing, and starting to think, I wish I'd have done this, wish I'd have done this differently with whatever relationship or relative or friend. And, I've lived my life always trying to be friendly. I've not lived a perfect life by any means, and I'm not judging anybody. I'm the last person to do that, but I do. And, as you get older and you mature, you do things differently and you see the world differently. Even now, compared to when I was 40, 40 years old, you're a grown man at 40 years old, obviously. But I see things very differently than when I was 30. I went through a divorce. That was a tough time. I hope this wind isn't causing too much noise here, but if there's a regret, and it's not a regret because I went through a divorce when I was 30. It was probably the toughest time of my life. Mainly because I had been staying home, with my daughter basically being Mr. Mom, which I'm not a stay-at-home kind of guy. I need to be out there working, but I loved spending time with my daughter, and I was with her all the time, basically 24/7. I hope this wind isn't too loud. Sorry if it is. But when we got divorced, all of a sudden, she wasn't there with me every day, and I started hitting the road hard after my divorce. It was kind of not only a way to make a living, it was a way of kind of coping with my situation and figuring out what I wanted to do with my life. And I had zero intentions of getting married again for a long time. I mean, I didn't rule it out, but it was less than a year later, my brother-in-law, who was one of my best friends at the time, we're now brother-in-laws, introduced me to my now wife. And, we've been married for almost 30 years now. And now one of my best friends is my brother-in-law too. In fact, I was just up in Canada, got to hang out with him and my actual brothers, which was freaking awesome. I wish we all lived closer together. But, speaking of regrets, if I hadn't gone through that divorce and that really tough time in my life, sorry, I wouldn't be where I am now, which is an amazing place. So, I tried to kind of tell this person that I was talking to that it's great to try and fix things. I'm all for that. I mean, fix relationships, mend friendships if you can. I, I've got a lot of friends in my life that have been friends my whole life. I might not see them, it might be 10 years. In fact, I just had a friend, old high school friend, college roommate. Him and his wife came down to Utah in February. Hadn't seen him in years and years and years. And it was just like that. Picked up where we left off like it was nothing. And you got a good friendship when you can do that. I do have one regret when it comes to friendships, because we had some friends that we're super close with. And it's hard to even explain now, but it fell apart. We're cordial, but we don't hang out anymore. We don't see each other anymore. And so is that a regret? I guess it is. I'm not sure what we could have done differently or they could have done differently. I'm not putting blame on anybody, but and I guess the point of this video is, if you feel like you got regrets in your life, try to deal with them. Try to figure out how to move forward and use them as a stepping stone instead of a hindrance. My divorce, it could have easily gone down. In fact, for a while, I did go down this steep depression, and it was rough. I was by myself. I was living in Colorado at the time, where the only people I knew were my ex-wife's family. And so all of a sudden, I was just by myself. Nobody to hang out with, nobody to do anything with. All my friends lived hundreds, if not thousands of miles away. So, yeah, if you got regrets in your life, try to use it as a good thing. And obviously, try to be a better person. I'm always trying to be a better person. There's so many things I'm still working on improving myself, and I got a long way to go. Hopefully I live long enough that, I feel like I've lived a pretty good life. I try to treat people right, try to be nice to people, try to be friendly. And my wife is really good at giving people the benefit of the doubt. If somebody is driving like an idiot in traffic or something, or blocking traffic, my initial instinct is go right to, well, they must be an idiot. Not so much anymore. That's one of the things I've worked on a lot. She will always give them the benefit of the doubt. Oh, something might have happened. Maybe they had a bad day. Maybe a parent died. She's amazing like that. And I am working at getting better at that. Anyway, so I won't babble on too long. I just want to kind of show you the view up here. It is just gorgeous. Yeah, 8 minutes, that's long enough. But I hope you can see the fall colors back there, because it is just amazing. We live in a beautiful world. I hope you enjoy your day. I hope you enjoy your week. If you're digging the videos, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, give me a comment. Let me know what you think. The technology part of this, I'm still working on, obviously, as you can tell. But I hope everybody has a fantastic week. Peace, love.